What is going on YouTube? Hey, back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the S&P 500, as well as Solana in no particular order. As you guys know, we've been doing a few different videos over the past couple of days, basically a morning and an afternoon video, and I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do that continuously or just doing one long video in the morning. Feel free to let me know what you guys think. Should I just do a longer video in the mornings, or should we keep doing the breakdown of the two different videos? Let me know. But I also have a few other important updates. We are bringing back another BitFi Crypto TV giveaway. As you guys know, we've done these in the past. And you can see right here, we're doing a BitFi extra large t-shirt, as well as some keychains completely free. All you have to do is literally click the link in the description of today's video. You'll be brought to this page on Gleam here, and then you just follow these rules. Literally visit Crypto TV and subscribe, as I will be checking, and then sign up to BitFi, as it's completely free. Do those two things and you'll be entered in the drawing, which we'll be doing the picking the winner Monday morning. So stay tuned for that. You have 6 days to enter, and each day you have a chance to go back on the page and re-add yourself and re-adds for some bonus entries here, which is super cool. So make sure to do that ASAP down in the description below. But specifically, what we have to look at in today's video, we definitely have to tweak the charts ever so slightly for some cryptocurrencies. We're seeing some weird stuff across the board. Today is a holiday, so we're continuing to see kind of more consolidation, but the other cryptocurrencies are also seeing some particularly interesting movements. It's just the S&P 500 that's closed, but we're not really seeing much movement even today. You can see Solana is continuing to play out its beautiful, and I mean beautiful, bull flag formation here, and we are due very soon this week for a breakout, and I'm very excited to see the results of that. We're also going to be looking at XRP, which is filling out its beautiful bull flag formation as well. And it's only a matter of time now before we see some sort of result for a breakout here. Moving forward, we have Bitcoin, which is doing some very interesting movements here. I'm actually very surprised that we broke down through bottom support of our ascending broadening wedge and are only continuing to kind of consolidate with it, which makes me think, do we need to tweak the chart to kind of include this in a minute? That's what we're going to have to decide and go over a little bit later on today. We'll also be looking at Ethereum here, looking at its consolidative movement, this kind of stagnant correction to the downside here, almost forming an hourly bull flag. We'll have to look at that. And then the S&P 500, which hasn't seen any movement, and we're not going to see any movement until tomorrow. So lots of things to go over and lots of things to cover in today's episode. So with all that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, we didn't make a video yesterday, but 2 days ago, we were talking about the fact that we saw Bitcoin pretty much crash to the downside here inside our ascending broadening wedge. We kind of gave hint to this and spoke about this just the following day, literally Friday. We outlined a beautiful, not many people like to hear it, but we outlined a correction, a continued pullback down to bottom support here, and then lo and behold, a day later, that is exactly what happened, and the price of, Bitcoin pulled us back down to bottom support here, and now we're starting to retest whether or not we're going to be breaking through it or not. Now, for those that were questioning too, or had a question about the BitFi link that wasn't working, they just updated their link again, so I just updated that, re-uploaded it this morning. So everything should be good. If you want to sign up to BitFi, that's down in the description below, and that is updated, so I just wanted to inform you about that. But moving forward, you can see refresh reveals markets are still down 1.68 trillion, down 0.44% here, trading at 59 on the fear and greed index. And you can pretty much see that since like Friday, since market closure of the stock market, cryptocurrency hasn't really been doing much. You can see Bitcoin is flatlined out with Ethereum, BNB slight correction upwards here, XRP flatlined out, Cardano flatlined. Almost every cryptocurrency for this weekend has pretty much been stagnant and trading sideways, which is fine. There's nothing really wrong with that, but we do have to go over what exactly is happening here. And you can see on the daily, the battle that XRP is having right now across the board here. We have a massive bull flag for those that don't know, for those new to the channel here. You can see beautifully put, we have an ascending fractal forming here. We have a beautiful uptrend, a beautiful ascending fractal or bull flag formations here. This is the uptrend in blue, and we've had this beautiful bull flag formation. You're filling in the gap, retest, breakout. Filling in the gap, retest, breakout. So here's flag pull again. Here's the flag itself, breakout, flag pull, flag itself, breakout, flag pull, flag itself, we're looking for another breakout. Every single time consistently we come into contact with this blue band, we end up surging off of it. Not only that, but we're also getting intertwined with the weekly bottom support, where you're using that hopefully as a means of support to rebound off and head up even higher. It's only a matter of time that we kind of figure that out. And you can see here, if I extend this out, the beautiful ascending bull flag, or just a bull flag that's forming here as well. The 5 points of contact, which we pretty much confirmed at this point here. This was the last one, and I believe we're going to be heading up slowly to retest the price ceiling, and they'll be able to buy in and long, because I think the bulls are here, and I think this year is going to be incredibly well for cryptocurrency across the board, and it's only a matter of time before the breakouts actually come. It might come in, February or March, and if we look at, let's say, Bitcoin monthly returns, I think we had a bearish year for January. It's kind of hit or miss here. You can see December was okay, but January is kind of 50-50 at this point here, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 out of the 11. So more than 50% of the time, we're bearish here. And you can see what happens is come February is actually switches to bullish. December and November are fairly bullish months. We get a 50-50 January correction, like almost a consolidative movement here. And then when February comes around, you can see out of this movement here, out of the 11, what is this? 8 of the 11 years has been bullish here, and we're most likely going to see that same culprit come in February of this year too, which is very exciting as well. So, keep that in mind. Don't forget it. This pretty much fills in towards the end of January, and then once we fill this in towards the end of January year, that leaves us with February, which will most likely result in what I think is a bullish breakout here. And typically these bull flags form, and when they break, it's about the size of the flagpole itself here. And if we extend this over to the breakout point, it swings us up almost to 83 cents, which is literally where the price ceiling is, which is what we're capping it at. So things, technically speaking, look good that it will take the part. It's just whether or not it plays out that way. But nevertheless, the opportunity to buy in on XRP would be once confirmed above this price ceiling here in yellow. Once we see us close the daily above that, we can take advantage, play it out, and leverage to the upside here. Now, obviously, we do all these trades on BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Not only are we doing that free giveaway with the link down in the description below, for this stuff right here, BitFi is also giving away 500 USDT for new users as a bonus, 100 for signing up, 200 for depositing, and 200 for trading, which is really cool. So there's a tons of perks now as it started their new campaign for this year. So make sure to take advantage of this with that link in the description below. Win free merchandise, get free cryptocurrency. They even have a way, you can see here, welcome rewards, and they even have a demo trading account as well. You can see you can earn over 2,000 in welcome rewards by completing tasks with the link down in the description below. And if you sign up using my link, you can earn even more with that, which is super cool as well. Make sure to check that out down below. And then they even have this demo account, which I highly recommend. It is very, very, very user-friendly, beginner-friendly for those that might want to start trading or just want to practice trading, that have some skill in the markets. It's totally up to you, but this gives you 50K in Monopoly money to test your skill, practice your skills on Bitcoin, on Doge, on Ethereum, on Litecoin, on Solana, on XRP, all the major cryptos you'd want to test out. You could do here on the exchange, learn, practice your skills, and then when you're ready, you can switch over to the live account by clicking it right here. It's that cool, it's that simple, it's that easy. Make sure to sign up to BitFi down below ASAP. But moving forward from XRP, now that we know the bull flag forming here, we're going to be looking at Solana, which is forming something very similar as well. Solana is also forming a very large bull flag formation here. We've had to tweak this quite a few times, and it really depends on how you want to look at this here. It's definitely tough, but it is something we can't rule out just yet. So I kind of want to show you there's a few things we have to pay attention to, whether the daily, which is more important, but we also have the 4-hour too. But nevertheless, good sign. We're trading at 50 on the RSI, which is definitely good in my book. Flatlined out. That means we're ready and primed for a pump, which should be coming soon. You can also see on Solana, which we haven't broken through this in many months, literally since the start of October of 2023. We've had many days now trading bullish. Ever since we started to swing upwards here, you can see we've been using kind of the support level as a means to head up even higher. Consolidated into here, broke bullish, and then we fell back down and we're retesting resistance again. But this forms a bullish breakout, typically this is a bullish sign if you looked at any textbooks here, but more so what we're looking at, we got pump faked the other day, 2 days ago here. You can see, let me pull this up. You can see the resistance right here where we swung up and then corrected back down. But what we need to do is kind of tweak this, because I'm a strong believer this resistance is what is the one that's here to stay. It's just how do we incorporate everything into it, whether it be like this, whether it be like this. It's a bit trickier. I'm going to say it's something along the lines here, but we can even look at the 4 hour again and kind of include it as well as a means to be even more conservative. But nonetheless, there is a bull flag forming here. There 100% is a bull flag forming. I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's the most accurate here on the 4 hour. Maybe we'll take advantage of this on the 4 hour, but you can see how we end up coming back down to this yellow uptrend as a means of support. And when we close above that, ideally this is going to be on the 4 hour, a much more aggressive trade. But once we break through this, we're going to see a pretty solid run. You can already see kind of how things are getting congested here, filling it in. The volume is slowly dying down, and we're all pretty much coming into one point where a decision is going to have to be made. Will we break down or will we break up? Now, obviously for us, we have the skills now. We have the tool set to leverage trade crypto, which is awesome here. And you can see BitFi offers Solana. Let's pull it up, SOL. Why is that not coming up? Very odd. Let's pull this up again. We should have Solana. Here we go. We do have Solana to leverage trade, to buy and long, as well as to sell short. You can see with the formation that's happening here on BitFi, and when the opportunity approaches, we'll be able to buy in and long this to the upside here, ideally. But even if we break down, even if we break below the yellow, we'll be able to short it as well. But I think leaving these on, if we then jump to the daily and use the daily as a reference here, if we can close above resistance, then we can buy in and long. Vice versa, close below support, we'll buy in and short down a moving average. But we're being optimistic and faithful and hoping that the prices swing up. Now, here's where things get weirder. When we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is forming an ascending fractal as well. What's odd is we did break below it here, but we're not seeing that big vital swing that we've seen in the past year. So it's like, do we incorporate it like this? Do we incorporate it like this? It's definitely tough nonetheless here. Could we incorporate the bottom? Now it shows, 1, 2, 3 confirmations without this support as a reversal here, but you can see we've wicked to it in the past. And if we jump to the 4 hour, you can see how we've used it as a means of support. So things are definitely quite odd, if you ask me. It is 100% an ascending broadening wedge. We are looking for a breakdown below this support. Yes, I did move it. You could have jumped the gun and bought in like this 100%. That was a big possibility as of last night, closing below here. Now we're seeing reversal, which kind of skews things a little bit more. But then when we pull this down, we still do have 3 points of confirmation, 1, 2, and we're looking at number 3 potentially right here. So this is why the markets get cyclical, and we have to take these educated guesses as to when to buy in and when to sell off. So if we scale it out like this, things still look reasonable here. As a possible trade. So now we have yet again another thing to look at here. So we're going to leave this like this and see how we pan out today. If we close below here, then we'll get in for that short. Otherwise, we could continue to play out this beautiful ascending broadening wedge. It's really up for debate right now. And then looking at Ethereum here, and we'll wrap things up with the S&P 500. In a minute, you can see Ethereum did break through its ascending triangle. We do have a price ceiling we broke through. Now we're starting to see some weird consolidation back down. And if we jump to the hourly, it almost starts to reveal, maybe we'll do the 3 hour charts here. I don't know. Trying to pan this out. Can we jump to the 4 hour? We're trying to get some clarity as to a potential flag going down. You can see the floor here. The top resistance is a bit more difficult, something along the lines of this here. As we start to scale lower or skew lower here, you can see there's some sort of bull flag forming here as well. Typically, this is what we were expecting, that we were hitting a ceiling when we were extremely overbought like that. And now we're starting to correct downwards here, which could be another bull flag. As we get closer to moving average right here, we might be able to pop off. So consider that as well. You can see now on the daily how this makes sense as we're scaling lower. But I'm going to leave this up for right now as we start to, funnel down to support levels over here, and then maybe we'll be able to rebound out of that, and that will be a 4 hour aggressive trade. And then lastly, to wrap up today's video, looking at the S&P 500, which is forming another potential ascending broadening wedge. Whether or not this is accurate, it's too early to tell, but there's a chance we could kind of continue to pan this out, as that's very similar to our prediction here, followed by a breakout later on in the month or next month here. But with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.